Josh here with Bennett Bass Fishing, and we are going to mix it up a little bit today. We're going to do some trout fishing with no reel, no eyelets, just a pole, string, and a fly actually. So we're going to do some fly fishing. That's why I'm dressed in this little frog pants or waders, and I'm going to jump in the Lamoille River, and hopefully it's not ripping too good. And my little puppy will play along nicely, and we can go catch some rainbow trout. I know they stock them here, and I caught a few last year, so let's see what we can do, and I'll show you what this rod looks like. It is a special kind of rod. So this is a Tenkara rod. This is the roto version, so I'll take that out of there. This is the best travel rod. Take that out. And so I have the line wrapped around here. It's a furled line, and it's all carbon fiber, and it's got a little string on the top there, and you tie your string to there, and I'll show you how to undo that on the river. So I have a little beadhead woolly bugger that I tied on myself. And so normally the line's not wrapped around it like that, but let's undo that real quick. And it comes with a little spool. I don't use it. And so this is a 10'6" rod, compact. The dog stops getting tangled in it. So watch. First piece pull tight, that's the joint. Second piece, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, right there. So now, this rod is meant to do dry flies mainly, but it works for wet flies too. And so it was originally designed to do dry flies on the other side of the stream, so I can go like that and I can dry fly, which means a fly that floats, but I'm using a fly that sinks right now. Hey, that's dangerous. Trout like fast moving water, but they're also lazy, so they'll stay behind something where the current's fast, and then behind a rock or something like that. Any sort of vortices that like backspin, and they just sit and wait for flies and bait fish come by. So what I'm trying to do is get this fly up on the other side. So I know the other side is deeper because this, I can see the bottom here. And I want to kind of drift that down. And as soon as I feel pressure on the line with this, 14-foot carbon fiber rod here, I'll set the hook. So another thing I look for is a flash. So all of the trout species in Vermont here are super reflective. So they'll flip, and I know I'm in the right spot. So this rod is obviously not for big fish. Tenkara says like 1 to 2 pounds for fish. So this would be like, it is super fun actually for panfish, all sorts of stuff. There's no reeling. There's no line to get tangled. Super finesse presentation, is as finesse as it gets actually. And I don't know why there's no fish here today, but the presentation is like a dead bug that would float on the surface naturally down the stream. which is kind of tough sometimes. So it's right there. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you guys can see that. When it gets to the end of the drift, give it a couple seconds. You can let it pull under. And then now it's the fly is kind of wet, so it'll kind of float, kind of sink. Just whip it back and forth. Whip it real good. And that'll dry it off. If you have any questions on the Tenkara rod, let me know. I've used it quite a few times, caught some big fish, some very, very tiny fish. Probably my tiniest is probably about this big. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will answer them. It's a really cool fishing rod, pocket style. It actually gets smaller than that if you buy a different model.